Star Wars Republic, number 147. Rex's Wild Hunt, Star Wars comic dub. The Republic outpost sat at the edge of a dense, misty forest, a temporary staging ground for the 501st Legion. The mission had been simple: scout the area for separatist activity, secure a landing zone, and hold position until reinforcements arrived. After hours of absolute nothing, most of the clones had resorted to sitting around their supply crates, helmets off, weapons at their sides. The stillness of the forest, broken only by occasional animal calls, made for an oddly peaceful, if boring, deployment. Captain Rex, Fives, and Jesse stood near the LAAT gunship, overseeing their troops. Jesse kicked a stray rock across the dirt, while Fives twirled a deactivated comlink between his fingers, boredom creeping into their bones. Rex sighed and turned to Fives and Jesse. "All right, I gotta take a piss," he muttered, adjusting his belt. Fives smirked. "Want us to cover you, Captain?" Rex shot him a look. "I think I can handle it, Trooper." With that, he trudged into the woods, disappearing behind the thick brush. 20 minutes passed. Jesse frowned, arms crossed. "He's been gone a while." Fives raised an eyebrow. "What, you worried about him?" "I mean, what if he fell into a hole or something?" Fives snorted. "That would be a hell of a way to lose our captain." Jesse chuckled. "I'm making you deliver that report." The troopers continued to wait, but the forest remained eerily quiet. Another 5 minutes passed. "All right, this is getting weird," Jesse muttered. He turned to the nearest clone. "Corporal, take a few men and—" A crash echoed from the woods. The clones snapped to attention, hands flying to their blasters. A sudden, violent rustling in the underbrush sent birds screeching into the sky. Something was coming. Fast. Then Rex burst out of the trees. Jesse's jaw dropped. Fives blinked. Rex, wearing only his helmet and his underwear, was covered in thick, bloody slabs of raw meat, and he was sprinting for his life. A deafening chorus of snarls followed. Jesse barely had time to process before a pack of massive black-furred wolves exploded from the tree line, tearing after Rex like a pack of starving rancors. "Oh, Criff!" Rex barreled toward them, arms pumping, legs pounding the dirt like his life depended on it, which, by all indications, it absolutely did. Behind him, the wolves surged forward, muscles rippling, fangs bared, saliva flying from their jaws as they closed the distance. Rex let out a ragged scream. "Get the gunship ready!" Jesse bellowed. The clones scrambled into action, engines roaring to life, blasters raised, though none of them could quite believe what they were seeing. Fives stood frozen, processing. "Why?" He squinted. "Why is he covered in meat?" Rex stumbled, nearly going down before catching himself, sweat and raw flesh sticking to his skin. His bare feet kicked up dirt and stones, leaving bloody footprints as he ran. One of the wolves lunged, snapping at his calf, just missing. Rex shrieked something incoherent. Fives snapped out of it and sprinted forward, meeting Rex halfway. "Come on, Captain!" he yelled. Rex leapt, Fives and Jesse grabbing his arms, yanking him onto the gunship ramp just as the wolves lunged again. The LAAT lifted off, engines roaring as the clones pulled Rex's exhausted, meat-covered body aboard. The pack of wolves skidded to a halt below, snapping and howling in frustration as their meal escaped into the sky. Silence. Jesse and Fives stood panting, staring down at their captain, a sweating, trembling mess of a man sprawled on the floor, covered in blood, meat, and dirt. Fives swallowed. Captain?" He hesitated. "What the hell happened out there?" Rex slowly lifted a shaking hand, a single finger raised, Then, without warning, he gagged. Jesse's eyes widened. Oh, no! Rex lurched forward and violently threw up all over the gunship floor. Jesse and Fives recoiled. Criffing! Fives stumbled back, boots nearly slipping on the mess. Jesse grimaced. Stars, Rex! A little warning next time? But Rex didn't respond. With a final exhausted breath, he passed out cold.